and had my own real estate brokerage here. Everything was great. We were flipping houses. We had long-term rental properties. I was a normal real estate agent, just like all of you, helping my buyers and my sellers. And about 6 months after I opened my own brokerage, EXP found me. And I was like, no, I got my own firm. Like, I'm 100%. Like, this is I'm ready to rock this. Well, things changed. So what I'm going to talk to you today about, let's fast forward 4 years. I've been with EXP now for 4 years. And so it's been an amazing ride, and I'll show you exactly why. So 2020 and 2021, we've had some amazing things happen so far. 2020 was our best year ever, believe it or not, and you'll understand here in a second. So what is different, okay? There's always one thing that is different when you're looking at Blockbuster and Netflix, or Circuit City, or the big box retailers, right? And what Amazon has done. You have to look at all of that, because these are what? Tech companies, right? What is the way of the future? It's tech. Whether we like it or not, it's tech. We have our group here today. They're upstairs every 45 minutes. You guys are going up, and you guys are doing your video, because you have to have video. If you're in real estate, you don't have video, I don't know how long you're going to be in real estate for. You got to have video, right? And so what EXP has done is it has literally taken the old brick and mortar real estate brokerage way of doing things, and it has turned it on top of its head and cut out all the middlemen. So there's no more regional owners. There's no more franchise owners. There's none of that. And so you are actually an owner of eXp Realty when you're an agent with this firm. So we are one brokerage. We are not a franchise. A lot of people get confused because they've never seen this before, because it's never existed until now. And so what that means is that we are cutting out everything here where the typical franchise has, right? With the franchise fees and the royalty fees, and you're confined to that one location. And maybe you're at a point in your life with your real estate brokerage where you're like, well, I'm doing a lot. I need to build a team. All right. Well, that's kind of the next step. You build your team within your firm. And then what happens after that? Okay, well, I can either go and start my own firm, or I can go buy a franchise. Buying a franchise locks you into that, and it locks everyone else into that as well. And you're spending a boatload of money. I'm talking hundreds of thousands of dollars when you're buying a franchise. And you're putting a lot of money into starting your own firm too. So that's kind of the old way of doing things. EXP, we have equity opportunities. We have cloud campus. We have amazing support, like support you would never even believe. And live training, and most importantly to me, is the international collaboration with other agents and learning what they're doing and what they're doing right, so that we can all do that too. All right? So we've had phenomenal growth. As you can see, I know all of you have heard and seen on Facebook and everywhere, EXP, all the agents are like posting about the stock, and it's been crazy lately. So when I first joined back in 2017, there was 3,000 agents. Today, there's over 46,000 agents, and we're in 12 different countries as of today. So we are, it's crazy. Our 2020 revenue just came out, $1.8 billion. Pretty good, right? So there you go. Now EXP, get some water. It's literally being named the fastest growing real estate brokerage in the U.S. and now Mexico, and probably pretty soon to be Brazil as well. We're seeing, when we're going into these different countries, people are already feeling it. They're already hearing about it from other countries. And they are just jumping on the bandwagon left and right, because what we offer, no other real estate brokerage offers. All right. So best place to work, obviously. And so what's so different about this is, like I just said, with traditional brokerages and then EXP, you can really expand your business across the world, like literally across the world. I've got agents in 16 states at this point, 2 countries. We're about to open Canada and Brazil. Like, the sky is the limit, guys, when you're in a big company like this that is just, it's going places. And we have a phenomenal leader, founder of the company, and just being able to be with him, on a daily basis, which we can be, and learn from him, a billionaire. I mean, who gets the chance to learn from a billionaire every day? I've never had that chance before. I don't know about you. So why is EXPI, the stock, doing so well? So many of you probably have heard that, yeah, all of the agents own eXp Realty, right? We're owners in the firm. We actually are owners in EXPI, which is the stock symbol for EXP. And so that not only owns the brokerage, it owns Virbela, which I'm going to explain a lot today because this is the reason why we've gone bonkers in 2020 because everything shut down. So Virbela is a virtual cloud office space. So I'm going to explain that. We also just bought Success Magazine. Raise your hand if you've heard of Success Magazine. Okay, so almost everyone in the room. So this is a magazine that has been around for 124 years. I remember when I was, in my early 20s and I was getting into business, I would always get Success Magazine because it was one of those magazines that had success stories, obviously, but it had a lot of, personal development articles in it, and it was just an amazing magazine. And so we actually bought Success Magazine. And it's not public yet, but Glenn is in the process right now of creating a success social app that is just like Facebook, and you can literally get in there and you're collaborating with other successful entrepreneurs across the globe. And we're in here, we're having daily stand-ups, we're working on Trello boards together, we're mind mapping together. Like, I can't even explain to you what happens to you as a leader, as a person, when you're in a company like this. Because I'm a big believer in whoever you surround yourself with, that's who you're going to be, right? You guys have all heard that. 5 people, right? So when you're surrounding yourself with other people who are just bringing you up in life, man, they're like, no, you got to learn the Trello, and you got to mind map, and you got to have your goals. But this morning I'm driving here, and there's a clubhouse on Success. And, that is something that you guys all can go into. I don't care if you're an agent or not. You can go into the Success Clubhouse room. You guys all have a Clubhouse. Do y'all know what Clubhouse is? Does anyone not know what Clubhouse is? Okay. Clubhouse is a brand new app. Thank you. Clubhouse is a brand new app, and it's like a chat app. So what's really funny about this chat app is we've actually had this with EXP for about 7 years now, and Clubhouse just came out with it where there's different rooms and stuff. With EXP, our chat app is EXP Intercom. It's our actually world, on an app where we can go into rooms, we can press the mic, we can have a conversation, and we're talking to hundreds of people. Well, that's what Clubhouse is. And so now with Clubhouse, you can go in and there's different rooms. You can host a room. I'm living in Cabo San Lucas right now. We just hosted a room on buying investment properties in Cabo San Lucas. And we have like 50 people in the room asking questions, coming up on stage. If you have an iPhone, you need to get on Clubhouse because you're going to be able to drive a boatload of leads coming in from that because you can host rooms on what is it like to move to Raleigh, North Carolina. Duh, I run my short-term rental business. I know a lot of you are doing videos with me today on that, and we'll be hosting rooms in there. What does it look like? Where will you stay? What does it look like to go and stay in Cary for a month and Clayton for 2 weeks and North Raleigh for a week? Like, to get that feel of where do I actually want to live? And that's a huge selling point, and this sets you aside from every real estate agent out there because you're offering them that value. And that's a huge value add. So Success, Showcase IDX, we just bought that, AI. And then Frame, which is so new, I'm not even going to talk about it. So I don't even know what that is yet. I literally just filmed this presentation this morning, so there we go. It's brand new. So you guys are getting first presentation here. All right, let's get into the cloud campus environment. So number one, there's no office, so there's no desk fee, right? We do have a technology fee, and what's really cool about this technology is you can work from anywhere, all right? You can do it from your computer, you can do it from your cell phone, and you're just literally, you can be, like I say, on any beach in the world, and you can still be attending your meetings. You're cutting out all of your overhead for your brick and mortar costs. There's no expensive leases, obviously, and then we're 100% paperless transactions. So we run SkySlope, which is one of our technologies, and it's amazing. You can just throw everything in SkySlope, which is going to manage all of your paperwork. We have a whole transaction team that makes sure everything's done correctly. So then in 2 years, and someone says, oh, I would need to see Miss Debbie's file. She's filed a complaint with the commission. Then all you got to do is say, hey, I need this file. Boom, it's right there. And you know it's good. You know everything's correct in it because it's already been checked off, right? And then instant access. So I'll get into trainings, but oh my God, there's like over 80 hours of training every single week. And this is live training, by the way. Live training. And that's just with EXP. Like, that's not even including what our team does. So I shouldn't say team, our tribe. Our tribe. I call what we do here a tribe because every time I say team, people are like, oh, well, you're the team leader and you make a commission. No, the company pays me. You guys don't pay me. And so it's a tribe because we're collaborating, we're working with each other, you know, you're door knocking together, you're doing open houses together, you're doing all kinds of stuff together to help each other grow. So Verbella. This is the technology that we bought. We bought this about 2.5 years ago, I'd say, maybe 3. Verbella is the technology that we were running our entire cloud office off of. And Glenn is the founder of eXp. He said, you know what, I'm just going to buy this because I want to be able to offer this to other businesses so they can actually buy in and run their businesses in the cloud as well. And I don't want any other real estate brokers to have access to this. And the only way he could do that is if he bought the technology. So eXp started in 2009. He bought the technology in like 2018, I want to say. And it's bar none. I mean, there's 800 employees that work here. And this is literally what it looks like, guys. We have computer rooms. We have board rooms. Yeah, we have some fun too. We have like a little boat. And then you go to work as an avatar. And this is, when I say go to work, like I don't want you to think that you have to like log into this thing every day because you don't. The only reason you log in to eXp World, the office, is if you need support. Okay? If you have a question, if you need to talk to your broker, you can do this. You can message them too. But whatever you need, if you want to get to a training, if you want to go in and mastermind with somebody, like this is the perfect spot because I'm sure a lot of us are getting kind of over Zoom, even though I know you guys are on Zoom right now, sorry. But that's okay, right? So what the virtual world is doing is it's literally creating virtual events in a way that you're not getting that, what do they call it? Zoom gloom or something like that. And so you can work remotely. We're actually having our conventions in here as well. And when I say a convention, I'm not talking about like a normal convention. I'm talking like there's an expo hall and you can walk your little avatar around and go in and talk to the CRM people or what else do we offer? Utility people or like all of these vendors like Lisa, right? Lisa is a vendor today. So Lisa could be a vendor and you can literally walk down the hallway with your avatar and go in and sit and talk to Lisa about her home warranty company. And there's hundreds of these people. So I know, I'm getting you guys to think really big right now. I'm getting a lot of like, looks. Okay, I get it. It's a lot. But this is the future of real estate, and we have to dig in, and we have to understand this, okay? So this is one of our auditoriums, and people will be on stage. There'll be different slideshows up here, and you're literally there sitting in a seat. You can chat, like type, chat. You can open your mic. You can raise your hand. This is what it's like to go to a meeting, a training. And May, what is it? You guys help me. Is it May 17th? We're having shareholders. May 17th? So we have a 3 or 4 day event starting in May. And it's our shareholders convention. So we normally have that live. COVID, we're not doing it live. Decline that. Sorry, guys. All right, sorry about that. So we're doing that. So if you want a guest pass for that, we can give you a guest pass for that. There's trainings, there's all kinds of meetings, collaborations, all kinds of stuff. So I just wanted to show you what that looks like because I think when a lot of people, yeah. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Okay, Who invited him? Oh, Brett?
Yeah.
He's doing video.
So he's the one doing
He's the one getting shot from his video. Tell him the elevator's really quick.
it. Oh, he's at the elevator right there.
Oh, well, yeah, Relly is in the bar area.
Okay. Because he's like,
Oh, the guy with the dreads is Relly. He's in the bar area.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Our next agent's here to do video. Everyone's lost. Now I'm lost. So, yeah, that's our world. How about that? All right, let's get into the equity opportunities. Because why are we so excited about the growth of our company? Why are we so excited that the stock has gone through the roof and that we're buying all of these other companies? We wouldn't be this excited unless we had some money in it, right? So all EXP agents, every agent in this room who's already in the tribe already has stock in this company. And so the ways that you get stock is there's an equity plan. And listen up here because this is super important. Every single year when you sell your very first house, you're going to get $200 worth of stock. So we just had a stock split. I don't know if you guys have been watching it, but it went freaking crazy, like $120, $130. It split. It got cut in half. Now I think we're hovering around $45, $50, something like that. What that means is when a stock splits, let's just say for easy numbers, okay? The stock was at $100 a share, and I had one share. The stock split, so now I have two shares, but it brought that stock price to $50. Why did we do that? Does anyone have an idea of why we did that as a company?
So we can split again.
Or to help other agents coming in to actually, where they can buy in at a lower price instead of $150 a share.
Yep, exactly. All of that, and when we're at that lower price point, it opens us up to Wall Street as well. Am I right? Stockbroker, not broker. Eric's very big into stocks. I'm like,
Yeah, it allows the average individual to purchase the stock at a reasonable price.
yes. So that's very exciting for all of us. So you get $200 worth of stock, so that'd be about 4 shares at this point. And then when you cap out, so our cap is $16,000. That's if you're going to hit that if you sell about $2.7 to $3 million of real estate, you'll hit that cap. So when you cap out, you go to 100% commission, but you also get, instead of a cup saying I capped, you're going to get $400 worth of stock. Okay? When an agent you sponsor sells their very first home, what that means is you invite an agent in to something like this, or you send them a video or whatever. They're your friend. They're like, hey, I'm thinking about moving brokerages. Okay, cool. Check this out. All right. You send them this. They're like, okay, yeah, I like it. I want to do this too. So they name you as their sponsor. And then whenever they sell you their first house, the company sends you a thank you of $400 of stock. So that's pretty cool. All right. Now, that's all equity plan. All right. Every single agent's going to get that. The Icon Agent Award, this is if you're selling a good amount of houses. Here in Raleigh, you probably need to be selling 30 to 35 houses to hit this, all right? So after you cap, if you sell 20 more houses, then you're going to become an Icon Agent, meaning you're going to get back that $16,000 that you paid in. You're getting that back in stock. Now, there's a breakdown. Some of this is held for 2 years or 3 years, okay? But the end of the game, you're getting that entire amount back in stock. All right. So agent equity program. This is something that I recommend every single agent do. And I know I had some pushback on this in the beginning. And now I have agents coming to me and they're like, thank you for pushing me.
Thank
I'm like,
God I listened to you. She's talking about me on that one.
you weren't the only one. So agent equity is every time you sell a house, you can have EXP keep 5% of your commission on that transaction to purchase stock at a 10% discount. So this is amazing. This is kind of like if you're working for like a corporate America job and they're like, hey, I'm gonna give you a percentage towards your IRA or 401k or whatever, right? So I always recommend you doing this, guys. We've only had one split. Can't say what the future holds, but I'm excited. We're getting compared to Amazon right now, and before this crash that happened last week, Amazon was trading at like $3,400 a share, and so we're being literally like EXP is the new Amazon. So there you go. Make up your own mind. How about that?
Well, could I say something?
Yes.
I think it's really cool. As far as that's what kind of got me into EXP is the equity program, because there's no other brokerage. I mean, think about all the brokerages out there. I don't know who's new here. You're new? Yeah, brand new. Okay, so other brokerages out there, there's nobody else that's going to pay you for doing your own job, right? And then something that can compound and grow over time. There's folks that got started in EXP last year, just 1 year ago. I mean, past performance is not indicative of future performance, right? But last year, if you that $400 that the company gave you, the stock from June compounded over 1,000%. That $400 turned into $4,000, basically. You know, it was so. You go to another company out there, they're not paying you that money. I mean, you're not going to be able to compound it like that. And this is extra, but still sell real estate and build something for yourself in the future too. That's cool.
That's a really good point. Thank you for adding that. Yes, that's huge because there's. I mean, I tell a story about some of these people who get Icon. That Icon award now is paying off people's mortgages.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Remodeling homes.
Yeah, buying. Another friend of mine just bought one of the smart homes in Belize with me. I was like, "How are you doing this cash, Carrie?" She's like, "Oh, I just cashed out some of my EXP stock." It's like, okay, all right. So let's talk. Let's switch gears a little bit here, and I want to talk to you about the revenue share program. All right. Not every agent wants to do this, nor are you required to do this. I just want to make that statement right up front, okay? Honestly, only about 10% of the agents in the company are doing this, and it took me a while to actually catch on to it. I hate to say that. I wish I'd started a little bit sooner, but I didn't. So the eXp Revenue Share Program is a way for you to tell your other agent friends about eXp. And if they join, then they're naming you as their sponsor. And so therefore, the company is paying you a little percentage of every house they sell until they cap. And that goes on year after year after year. So as you may have heard, we always talk about passive income. This is truly passive income. Like truly. I still have long-term rental properties. I still get calls in the middle of the night with broken toilets, okay? I have short-term properties. That's not very passive unless you have a really good manager that's able to take care of all the crap that goes on with short-term rental properties. This is truly passive because this is your business. Like, it's not like you're out getting someone to go sell, I don't know, face lotion on the side, right? This is your career. This is your business. This is a huge decision because you're bringing your license over to another brokerage. And so if you don't sell a house, you don't survive. You don't put food on your table. And so this is something that really, it got me a few years ago after I was talking to another couple that joined about the same time I did. And they put their business hat on immediately. And when I was talking to them, they already had 100 and some agents that had came in and they were in their organization. And I'm like, well, I haven't really been doing that. Like I had like 4 or 5 agents that just came and asked me questions and listed me as sponsor, but I wasn't really running it as a business. So what I've done recently is I've actually hired 2 people. You guys haven't met my second person yet. I've hired Leah Shen, who is our team coach, okay? So many of you are here because of Leah. She's phenomenal. She was the KW productivity coach. I've never thought she would leave Keller Williams, to tell you the truth, but she's amazing. And she came in to work with me. She came in originally because she was going to be our coach, our team coach, and she was going to be our onboarding specialist. So when someone chooses to come over, then she actually holds your hand throughout the whole process to make sure like all of your systems are up, your website's up, your leads are over. Like she helps you with all of that. Well, what I found out very quickly was Leah's worth much more than being an onboarding specialist. And the agents that she was working with, I was seeing such great results of them getting deals under contract and out in the field and like doing stuff, right? Door knocking and writing the letters and calling people, and like there were some major improvements going on. And so I've actually just hired someone else, and she starts next week. Her name is Deb. You guys are going to love her. So Deb is going to be taking over the entire onboarding process. And so I've put my business hat on a big level at this point, and I said, you know what? I'm going to build this thing, and I'm going to build this thing big. And those of you that want to come along, let's do this. Those of you that don't, it's okay. You could still join eXp and go sell the houses and do your thing, right? That's totally cool. But those of you that actually want to do this, like, I'm ready to dive into this. This is what I'm doing full time, okay? So this is the revenue share model. This is where you can tell your friends, your other agents about the company. The company is going to pay you. So how does this work? Well, on every agent that you personally refer to the company is going to pay you 3.5% of the gross commission. So let me put this into simple terms. You refer an agent over, they sell a $500,000 house, and they're at a 3% commission on that house. That's a $15,000 commission, 3% of $500,000. The company is going to pay me 3.5% of that $15,000, which is $525. So I know on the following month, the company is going to pay me $525. That's not coming out of the agent's pocket. All right, we're at an 80-20 split. So that 3.5% is coming out of that 20% that eXp is keeping. And I'm going to dive into that a little bit more here in a minute. So you can earn up to $2,800 per agent every single year on the agents that you personally refer to the company. Okay? There's a second level. So these are the people that you personally refer to the company here, okay? If they have a friend that wants to join the company as well, and that agent joins, then you're going to naturally make more. You're going to make 4%, up to $3,200 a year on that second level agent if you've referred 5 people. I'm going to break it down in a minute. So let me just show you how this works. Anyone that you refer to the company, you can refer 1, 2, 3, or 4 agents. You are always going to get revenue share on anything that they do, okay? If any of those agents that you personally refer another agent to the company, you're only going to get paid on that second tier if you have 5 agents that you've personally told about the company, okay? Now, you get paid more because what is the company trying to do at this point? Grow and make sure that you as the sponsor, you're helping at least 2-3 levels deep because you're earning commission on those people, right? From the company. The company's paying you. So the way that you break open these levels is you just refer more people to the company. That's it. So right here, you can get paid up to 4 levels here if you have 15 to 19 people. What's really exciting is down here. All right. If you personally refer 40 agents to the company, and by the way, these have to be producing agents. These can't just be an agent that you sign on that has never sold a house before. These agents have to sell at least 2. Well, in North Carolina, it's about 2 houses every 6 months. All right. So as long as the agents that you're bringing on are selling, at least 4 houses a year, then they're going to count as a frontline qualifying agent, which is going to break open those next levels within the company. You may be asking, what is this? Okay, so when I say 4%, it's the 0.2 plus the 3.8, and you're only going to get the 3.8 if you have the 5 agents that you personally referred. You're always going to get these little pocket changes over here. I call it pocket changes because it's like 10, 20 bucks. Like, it's nothing. But when you have a lot of people, it could add up, right? So, any questions about that?
Who's keeping track of all those people?
Who
it's under? Like, how did they sign on? Who did they come from? Who referred them? How does it get back to me?
Great question. I am going to show you the back office. Yes, it's called My EXP and it's amazing. But I actually have a slide for that. Yep. All right. So the global world share. I've already talked about this a little bit, but if you know an agent, who was it that was talking about South Africa? Doug, it was you. Yeah. So you're doing something with an agent or a guy in South Africa. Okay. So if anyone in South Africa decides that they want to join EXP, then Doug, they're going in under Doug. All right, and then Doug's going to be able to make a commission on every home sold in South Africa. Okay, pretty cool. This is what you're asking. This is called My EXP, and this is only for revenue share tracking purposes. Okay, everyone has this, but it's really not going to show anything unless you've personally referred people to the company. So this is showing you who's in the joining process right now. It's also showing you how many people are on your, like right here, front, there's 7 levels, right? So it shows you how many people are on each of those levels as well. And if you click on it, you can do a search as to, oh gosh, there's a lot. This just came out like last week, but you can do a search as to who's closed transactions that month and how much you earned on that. What I really like about this is before this came out, all I had was something called eXp Enterprise, which was our back office system. It told us everything, but it didn't get into detail. And I didn't like it because I didn't know who was closing transactions. I didn't know what was in process. And so now it's going to be a lot easier to do challenges and awards and, give people like kudos when they sell 5 houses in a month, right? So this is going to make life a lot easier. So this is what tracks everything. And look, there's some sponsors out there that refer agents to the company, and then they don't do anything for them. And if you're going to refer someone to the company, please help them. Don't just refer them and say thank you for signing up. That's happening. And so just make sure you're plugging them in. You're introducing them to the other agents in the company on our tribe, right? Leah and Deb and me and everyone else here locally as well. Just make sure you're plugging your agents in, because when they first come over, it's a little overwhelming, right? So we're trying to take that overwhelm out. That's why we've put everything into place that we have. So
I want to say something
Yeah.
on that one. I don't care what company you go to, it's overwhelming when you first join on a company. And at least here, sorry, I just took a bite when I wanted to cut it out. At least here, we do have a lot of people that we can call, talk to, and get our answers. Whenever, 25 years here as an agent, whenever I was working at the office, good luck trying to find somebody now. Even your broker in charge, you can't even find them in the office. So this is definitely a company that you can get your answers and collaborate, even though it's a cloud-based. But I don't even see it as cloud-based anymore. So
yeah, it's just the support. So yep. All right. So this is the breakdown. All right. Every single agent that comes in equally, meaning you're all going to be an 80-20 split until you cap out. 80% to you. There's a $16,000 cap. After you cap, you truly earn 100% commission.
Can you talk a little bit about the cap? What exactly does that mean?
Yeah, so a cap means after you've paid in that amount of money. So as you see, there's an 80-20 commission split.
So that 20% continues to add up until 60. Okay.
Exactly. Yep. And then you'll cap out. You'll get your stock, and then you'll head over to the 100% commission for the rest of your transactions for your anniversary year.
yeah.
Just a quick question about the commission split in Australia. Is it 70-30?
I think Australia is 70-30. Mexico 75. No, everything's different. So when you're looking at the model for different countries, let me know and I can get you the PowerPoint for all of that. But every country's different, right? They have different technologies. They have different CRM systems. They have different money, pesos, and all that's different, right? So it's very different. You can have an initial conversation with someone outside of the country, but just try not to quote numbers.
Okay.
Because
I just saw that stat more and I wanted to ask you. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. All right. So then after I'll come over here first. It's $149 to start. It's funny, right? If you were buying a franchise, it'd be $100,000. So the $149 that pays for your first 1,000 business cards. It pays for your folders and some other swag, and then it also pays for your first month of technology fee. Okay, so it's not $149 plus $85 your first month. It's $149, and then 30 days later, it's $85 a month, and that is our cloud brokerage fee. And what that includes is like literally everything that you need to run your business. So it includes your CRM system, your lead generation, which is again through the Acadie Core, your SkySlope, your Ring Central 800 number if you want it, all of the technology, all of the training, your electronic signature programs. I mean, you don't need anything else. All right, that's it. And then there's 2 per transaction fees. And so a $25 broker review fee. So anytime you have a transaction, remember I was talking about there's a transaction department and they make sure your transactions are right, all your paperwork's right. So the brokers look at that paperwork as well. After the transaction department says, cool, we're good, brokers look at it. And so that's $25. And then that's on every transaction. And then on $40 E&O. So this is like your insurance, okay? And this is $40 per transaction. That caps at $500 for the year. So you're never going to pay over $500 for the year. Make sense? The only thing that changes on you, this $25 broker review fee goes to $250. All right? $250 after you cap. So when you're making 100% commission on all of your deals, you're going to pay $250 per transaction. That's it. Clear? As mud? If you have questions, just let us know. We also have our agent healthcare. I don't know how many of you have healthcare, but a lot of agents don't have healthcare. So we have this. You're saving a boatload of money. I have this. I have an HSA plan with them, and it really is saving a lot of money. So that's just a big thing, right? So the 3 C's of EXP, obviously your compensation. So it's a unique model. It's bringing you a lot of opportunities for multiple streams of income. And I'm not trying to like fire hose you guys, but there's like even more that I should talk about. With all of these different companies like Success and Verbella and all this, there's a lot of opportunity right now to be an affiliate. And I'm a huge fan of being an affiliate. And then you just get money. Like, someone signs up for coaching, you get money. Like someone does this, that, you get money. And so it's a phenomenal program as far as your compensation goes and all the different ways that you can make money. Cloud brokerage, obviously, cutting edge technology, all of that. And most importantly, guys, I think is the community. Because you're not going to find the collaboration in any other brokerage, because every other brokerage, all of the agents are they're competitors, right? So they don't really want to tell you everything that's working for them. But with this, not even like local level is great because you guys all work with each other and you hang out and you like help each other, right? And we do Zooms and all that. But what's even better is all of the training in the cloud. These are from icon agents. These are from people who are selling 50, 100, 200 homes every single year. And in order for them to get that icon award back in stock, they have to train for an hour a month. And that's who's training you. So EXP doesn't hire professional coaches that hasn't sold a house in 20 years to train you. No, if you're not selling a house, you're not a trainer with EXP, period. EXP doesn't hire a recruiter. There's no recruiter on staff out there sending you letters when you get your real estate license, when you graduate from school, or calling you nonstop. I mean, you might have that right now, but but there's none of that. Like, none of those people work for corporate. They are literally real estate agents that have came into the company and they are reaching out. And they're not supposed to reach out to people that they don't know. This is supposed to be something that you reach out to people that you do know. You're not supposed to be cold calling or mass emailing. That's a big no-no. But it does happen sometimes. So that's really what it is. And I just wanted to touch a little bit on that with our group. There's close to 160 of us at this point. And we do our Monday team calls. We do every other Wednesday group coaching. We have every other Thursday new agent training. Today's Wednesday. So yeah, we're doing our group coaching here on the big screen at 3 o'clock. And just fun stuff, right? So that's all I have for you. That's it. Yay! Sorry, I didn't want to like talk at you guys, but that's a new presentation. So, are there any questions? Anything y'all want to add?
I would just like for everyone to know, if you haven't done the commercial training that EXP offers, oh my gosh, it's fantastic. It's 5 days. 3 days into it, you take your test, and if you pass the test, then there's 2 more days. And then they follow up weekly for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, Tuesday and Thursday. So you get a lot out of it, and they offer it for free.
What is-
No,
So I was invited in to do that, but I couldn't get on because I had a Chrome.
No.
The
Let's
world
talk
only.
about that.
Yes, it doesn't work with Chrome.
I know.
It doesn't work with Chrome, and it doesn't work with
And
iPads.
now I am able to
Oh, good to know.
find a mentor
Okay.
and start reaching out and
Commercial.
getting leads for commercial real estate.
Yeah, so you have to have either a Mac or a PC
Okay.
to get into EXP world. Like if you're going in and want to be an avatar,
Yeah, that you want to do that,
you
right?
want to do that.
Yeah.
It's going to take a new computer or another computer.
You're gonna want it anyway. When I first came on, I had my older computer laptop, and the world is like a high gaming technology.